guys.
Hey.
Good evening. My name's Carmen and
I'm Kevin.
we're from The Baked Banana. You may have seen us out at the farmer's market on Saturdays in downtown Merced. We make banana bread and all kinds of goodies and other treats, cookies, baked goods. And we're here to help you guys stop food waste with some awesome tips on how to use things that are getting old or a little too ripe in your kitchen.
That's right.
And we want to thank Erin for having us be a part of this.
Yes, thank you, Erin.
Yeah, she's always out at the farmer's market in the at the end of the day to help collect things that are left over, surplus, extra stuff. So she's doing her part to stop food waste every day with the People's Pantry, and we really appreciate the work that she's doing, and along with everyone else in that association. So
Absolutely.
thank you guys. We just wanted to share with you our favorite recipe for banana bread when you want to add another fruit to it. We do a lot of banana bread flavors, not just plain banana bread, but we do like strawberry, blueberry, apple cinnamon, zucchini, these kinds of things. So we wanted to share with you a basic recipe, like a master recipe that you can kind of play with and add your own twist to, depending on what you have and what's extra in your kitchen at the moment. So
That's right. We had some extra strawberries and some bananas that were going to go to waste if we didn't do something. So we made some delicious strawberry banana bread.
Natch.
Natch.
Here it is right here. Is it hot?
It's pretty hot.
It's hot.
It just came out.
This just came out of the oven. I can't tilt it. I can maybe tilt, but anyway. Can you guys smell it? It smells really good. It's got strawberry, a little sugar on top to make it kind of a little extra crusty on there, and we made it in a big, large, regular standard loaf pan size. So I'm going to give you the recipe for that really quick, and then we'll talk about ways that you can use things in your kitchen to enhance the flavor, to add some pizzazz to your banana bread. So the basic recipe is your wet ingredients are going to be a cup or a half cup of melted butter, so 1 stick of melted butter, and you're going to add that to a cup of sugar, and you can do your sugar however you like. You can mix it up with, we use just for our classic one, we do plain white sugar, but sometimes we'll mix it up and do half and half with white sugar, brown sugar, or if you're going for something a little healthier, you can cut the sugar in half. You can do agave syrup or maple syrup or honey. You just want to be careful, right, when you're adding moisture that you add either a little extra flour or take some moisture out in another area, like, maybe not as much banana. You kind of have to play with it. But you can sweeten it however you like. The standard is 1 cup of sugar, and then, take liberties from there. Just have fun with it. You really can't mess up a banana bread too badly.
It always tastes good, even if it doesn't look the prettiest.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna put your sugar and your butter together. You're gonna add 2 eggs or egg substitute. Bananas make a great egg substitute, by the way. So you could just add a little extra banana, or you can add applesauce if you're like, I'm already putting a lot of banana in this and I have something else. Add a little thing of applesauce. Steal it from your kid's lunch. Put it in there. And anyway, applesauce makes a good egg substitute. That with a little cornstarch. So you're going to add that in, and then you add your banana, a cup of banana. It's essentially 3 bananas, and mix that in. And vanilla, if you'd like, anywhere from a half teaspoon to 2 teaspoons, depending on how much vanilla you like.
Don't be afraid to be generous.
Yeah, just splurge it in there.
Whatever looks good.
Yeah. And then you're going to do your dry ingredients, which is going to be 2 cups of flour. And a teaspoon of baking powder and a half teaspoon of baking soda. And if you mess that up, don't worry about it. Just get a teaspoon and a half or so of some kind of rising agent like that in there. You could probably just do a teaspoon of baking soda, it'd be fine.
Been there.
Yeah, I mix it up all the time, so don't worry. And then you want a half teaspoon of salt, and whisk that all together and add it to your wet mixture, and add a 1/4 cup to a half cup of buttermilk. Of course, you can make vegan substitutions for all these ingredients. Like butter can be substituted, of course, for a vegan butter, or avocado oil, coconut oil, canola oil, whatever you got on hand.
Got some freedom there. Some
kind of fat in there, some butter or some oil of some kind. And then, again, the sugar you can play with however sweet you like it. And then you've got your banana as your base, but you can add whatever fruit you like at this point. You can do a cup of chopped strawberries like we did. You can do blueberries. What else do we do?
Blackberries, apple, pear.
Peach. Peach is really wet though, so be careful. Sometimes if it's a really wet fruit, you want to like lay it out maybe on some paper towels first or strain it a little bit. Even straining your banana can be a good idea if, say, it's come out of the freeze, like if you've frozen it and sometimes it's like really wet, just strain some of the liquid off, and that, especially if you're making banana cookies, that's a good thing to do because then it doesn't, they're not too wet. But straining your fruit is a good idea. We do zucchini in our banana bread. You don't have to strain that though. It adds plenty of good moisture that way.
You can use fresh or frozen fruit.
Yeah, and then based on what you're adding, think about the flavors that you might want to add with that, what goes well with the type of fruit that you're adding. If you're adding strawberries, you might want to add maybe add a little extra berry for dimension. You could do strawberry and blackberry, strawberry and blueberry. Blueberry goes great with lemon. Zucchini is really good with cinnamon and sugar. Pumpkin is good that way too, of course, pumpkin spice. Any kind of squash is good with those warmer flavors. Maple syrup. Lemon zest, orange zest adds some really good flavor to enhance a banana bread. Don't be afraid. Banana doesn't sound like it would go good with lemon or orange, but it actually really does. The banana adds just a really nice sweetness. So, and then of course you could brown your butter if you're looking for another way to enhance the flavor. That's a really good. Sometimes we do a brown butter and beer in our banana bread. Got a little extra beer.
Yeah. You don't want that beer going to waste.
Stout or just a plain regular beer. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. So these are just some good things you can put in there, and you can put dried fruit, coconut, chocolate chips, whatever you have. Just toss it in your banana bread and see what happens. Of course, you can put nut butters and things like that in there too. Turns out really great. So some things you can do with the banana peels though. We make a lot of banana bread, so we have a lot of banana peels, and if we were to compost them all, right, as one of our customers pointed out, we would just have a pile of banana peels. So we try and do different things with our banana peels. You can make a little bit of a banana water and water your plants with them for a little extra potassium.
You can dry them up in the sun and then chop them up or grind them up in a food processor, and that makes a really good general purpose fertilizer, especially for things like potatoes or rose bushes, things that really like potassium.
Yeah, so it's great for your garden. You can throw a banana peel at the base of a rose bush and see what happens. That is good for your plants. So, and you can also make things like vegan bacon. Check that out. There's some really neat videos of that online where you add some heavy spices and whatnot and some, to get a nice caramelized, and you dry out the peel a little bit, and it's supposed to have a texture and flavor just like bacon. So
worth checking out.
Yeah.
And eggshells are really great for the garden too, or the compost pile. Rinse those out before you throw them in there. Just kind of keeps things a little cleaner.
And if you're tired of banana bread, I know quarantine, banana bread has been all over the place, right? It's like banana bread renaissance. But if you're tired of the bread, there's lots of things you can make with banana. Like I said, you can make cookies, you can make scones, you can make donuts, you can make cake, throw them in some pancakes. They're a great egg substitute anywhere you bake, so you can put them in almost anything.
And it doesn't always make something super banana flavored. You
Yeah.
You can just add some nice general sweetness.
Cut them up and dehydrate them, bake them at a low temperature for a couple of hours.
Have little banana
a little
chips.
lemon juice on them, and they make some really tasty banana chips. Yeah, so there's lots of fun things you can do with those.
Dip them in chocolate.
Yes. At the very least, you can take a banana, duct tape it to a wall, and sell it for $200,000.
Make yourself some extra money.
Thank you guys for listening to us for a little bit. We just wanted to share a few things that we do with bananas and extra fruit around the house. When things are in season, you can always throw it in what you're baking. So have fun experimenting and come see us sometime out at the farmers market on Saturdays, 8 to 11 behind Bob Hart Square downtown.
That's right. And thank you again to Aaron and all the good people at the People's Pantry and the fridge and everything, doing great work. So thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks for letting us be a part of it. Have a great day.
Bye.